Hello gamers and welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about the event called Last Stand Operation Pandora. Last Stand, it may be familiar to you. We've already had it in Halloween. It will be returning. I think it was for Halloween where you had to complete the stages and survive through it. The event will be running from May 15th until May 30th, which is 2 months. It is working on the freemium storyline that has been there for a while. You have fight and tier 8 vehicles, one of the rental vehicles, short fire enemy waves. That's exactly like the last stand you know from before as well. And then you have the rewards here, which I think people care about. You get some boxes, you get components, credits, personal reserves, credit boosters, personal reserves for training order, universal guides, 3D attachments as well. And on the mastery path, you get more rewards as well, more boxes as well with extra missions with 2 more boxes. That's 7 boxes out of that part. This is what the boxes look like this time around. 3D attachments from the event, the drops as well, the more numerous campaigns. You know, yours truly will be streaming. If you have it prime headed for me, you know, give me a dime or something. My rapping career ended just on time. Anyways, this event is 2 parts. You have the in-game event, and then you have, I think, the part that we need to talk about and that we need to dig in as well. And to make things clear, I am a CC. That does, however, not mean that I have to defend or speak good or say that I am okay with certain practices, which I am not. And in this case, this event entirely, I am not a fan of this sort of mechanic. This is something that has been tried and tested in different Wargaming titles already. It has been tested in Blitz, has been tested in World of Warships. It has been tested on the Chinese server as well. I was expecting this to already come for Christmas, to be honest, because from what I know, and it's not hard to understand, this is a money-making machine. For reasons that, you know, this is as close to, for me personally, in my opinion, as trying to hook people into gambling for tanks in this case. And I am personally not a fan of this practice whatsoever. I am really hoping personally that the European Union will shut down this practice entirely. Which is loot boxes within loot boxes in a way. There's 3 levels to it. You have the basic boxes, which you can also get, as you could see in the beginning of the article here. You have the basic boxes, which you can get. And I'm going to be honest with you, in essence, this looks like a nice thing to the user, right? But this is a hook, as you would call it. When you give out free boxes like this, your goal is to hook the person into getting more boxes, of course. And, you know, we all know loot boxes the day of today is kind of baked into the industry. And I will repeat what I've said numerous times again. It really depends for me what is in the boxes to depend on like how much value there is. Christmas boxes, very good value. I can still understand those, even though it's still a loot box because it has really good value. These are really having numerous hooks baked into it, where you have the basic box, right? That has a 20% chance that any ROM faulter will include another device, often a greater rarity. This may result in a chain of ROM faulter within ROM fault, or even the cycle when a device of the rarest kind produces a basic one. ROM fault and proto are only the starting point for getting advanced versions. So basically, it is a box within a box within a box, and there's different rewards across the stages. If you buy one of these boxes, you get 100 gold and times 5 per box that you buy. And it's really not the easiest thing to explain this. I feel like I need a math degree almost to explain this altogether. I don't want to do too much of it. You can see like this is the basic box, yeah, that could give you a elite box, I think it's called, and this could also go back and give you a regular box. So it is really everywhere that you can get. This is the most rare one actually. So it is like a box within a box, and you can cycle through it and get different boxes. Every 20th opening guarantees your vehicle. So you have the pity mechanics still baked into this, which is the only thing that is containing its price. Yeah. So 20, 40, and I think with this it's 50 like before, which ends up into a cycle. Yeah, every 50. So 50, 40, and 20. And these are the rewards that are in it. And you can see here how this is another part that I don't like. With this system, we're getting so many new tanks, which, okay, fine. But mainly the thing that I dislike is this part here. For the first time ever, which is, again, in my opinion, a bad precedent to set, you will be getting tier 10 tanks possibly in the boxes. With all this new content, it is understandable that people are always looking to get all the new content, and that's why I want to be transparent with you guys about it, like how much it will cost, because it starts getting really, really expensive if you're participating in numerous events across the year. I know many people that have bought a good amount of boxes already throughout the year and have bought a good amount at Christmas to stock up throughout the year. Now, with this, I can't help but feel or think that it really looks like we're trying to get people to spend as much money as possible. With the hooks, with giving them more free boxes to get them a taste, it's, in my opinion, and I've said this before as well, it's comparable to free spins in the casino. You can go and spin the machine, and it's fun, it's cool, because of the team, the way it looks, the way it interacts, like the anticipation of getting something good, even your friends, you know, already getting something better than you also want to participate. These are all very understandable human emotions. But yeah, anyways, there's a lot of stuff in these boxes, and it is, of course, a thing that, you know, takes a lot of boxes to get everything. There's also gold in these boxes, like, you know, we can go over it. That's the Vercingetorix, that's a tier 9, this is a tier 10, this is a tier 10. You can get one of the boxes again. Gold, I think there is a base amount, but I don't even remember, and you get 10 boxes in total. Other stuff as well. Crew member with XP for 1, 2, or 3 perks, you know, but it's mainly about the tanks with these. You can see that the main rewards are the tanks. I'm personally, again, not a fan of this. I don't want to spend too much time into it. I will do a breakdown of what I'm getting out of the boxes and donate an equal amount to charity straight in return. To be sure, because, you know, me, Skill, and Mouse do a charity at the end of the year. So I will just forward that there, the equivalent value of it. But we do have, thanks to Raging Raptor, a rough breakdown. Again, these are not exact numbers of how much it will cost to get all the content. And this is the thing, when you put tier 10s in, you're, in my opinion, trying to, you know, you're selling something new and exclusive, which is a tier 10, to try and get as many possible people to buy as possible. And I don't like it, personally. I don't want to spend too much ranting in this video. In my opinion, this is a step too far. Loot boxes is one thing, tiered loot boxes is another thing. I feel like I need a degree at this point to try and explain to you how this works, that when you buy a box, you could get a epic box out of that box, or a more rare box out of the box that then leads back into the box, into a cycle of boxes where you're boxception. I find it very complicated already. So, you know, you could cycle through it, and you could get lucky with that, but you could also get unlucky. Anyways, let's get into the crunching of the numbers. This is what I got from Raging. This is also, you know, working of the base value per box, the potential base value, and the discounts on higher bundles, right, which they had before, which with pity drops, but add any of the previous tanks out, it would cost you 1 1,072 euros and 50 cents to get all of the content out of the boxes. If you already own every tank, it would still take you 950 boxes, which is 926 euros. And I understand that somebody can buy as much as they need. And I also want to pinpoint that this is working off, you know, this is if you buy the biggest bundles immediately. That is if your one has the discount, because I don't know the exact bundle prices yet. That's if you have immediately bought 950 boxes with the max discount. If you don't, the price already goes up to 1,111 euros. And I think to get all of the new content in a video game, this is an extreme price. This is a price point that is absurd. And there are a lot of collectors in World of Tanks. And I've noticed that over the time. There are a lot of people that are collecting, that want to get all the content. And you also have a lot of people that cannot afford this, but that will buy a small bundle and another small bundle and another small bundle potentially. And then the price really starts stacking up because you get less discount on it. Looking or hunting for one of those tier 10 vehicles, trying to get the main reward. And this is where this kind of event, this kind of system plays into that in the psychology aspect, because, oh wow, I got a box within a box and within a box within a box. Is so cool, man. Look at all these extra rewards I've gotten. And then they rush to get the same dopamine hit or the same excitement out of it, because I understand everything is shiny, flashy, cool. It's fun, right? It's fun, but so is going to the casino. It's also fun, but it doesn't mean that it's a good thing. So personally, for me, this price is too expensive to get all of the content out of it. And I'm just completely against the concept of loot boxes within loot boxes. I already don't like regular loot boxes. Yeah. So this is just like, I don't know. It is too much. And I have argued this at numerous points with numerous Wargaming employees at different points, and they know my opinion on this. I'm not saying something here that they haven't heard before, that I haven't spoken about IRL with them already. I understand the wanting of the new content for people, and that money like this is it's easily tricking you into all of the fun mechanics, the free boxes, the free stuff, the extra stuff, the cycle. It's all, in my opinion, just a hook to keep you spending more. That's what it looks like to me as a player. And the only thing here that I think is somewhat saving this, quote unquote, saving it, which makes it not completely outrageous, is the penny mechanic. Without that, you could be spending thousands upon thousands upon thousands to get all of the content. And that is the only savior here. So I will say, like, this is the beacon of light in the darkness. But outside of that, guys, I've done my ranting. I've done my explaining. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. We will do the breakdown of how it works for us, like what we get out of the boxes. And if you choose to participate, you don't need to take me for granted. If you want to buy, who am I to tell you what to do? I just wanted to share my opinion on it. And anyways, gamers, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys all for the very next one. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. Peace. Ciao.